Troy Harris joins us on the Punters Lounge live this morning. Troy, just tell us about that feeling going past the line at Hastings last time out on Catalyst.
Yeah, pretty special feeling. You don't come across horses like that every day, so it's a big thrill to ride horses like that.
Yeah, have you been back at boredom since Hastings, or you just left it all to Clayton?
No, I hadn't ridden them before that, apart from his 2 trials, so I just left it up to Clayton. He said the horses really come on, so just back his judgment, and he's a good horseman, so he knows what he's talking about.
Exactly. You're up at Ruakaka already, or you're still travelling?
Yep, no, we're up here. I just actually had a sauna up there to put a sauna up there, so it's have a sweat up there. It saves driving up there feeling a bit not that well. So you get up there and take the weight off, you feel half decent.
Exactly. Going to the races today and waking up this morning knowing you've got this horse who's a $1.50 favourite in our Cambridge Stud Northland Breeder Stakes at Group 3. What's that like?
Yeah, I'm just thrilled to be back on him again today. He's a very exciting racehorse. He's pretty professional, and I don't really see a better 3-year-old than him in the country at the moment.
Just tell us about him, because you got him to ping and get on speed. He settled nicely, and then he exploded away. Was that much how you'd expected how that race would pan out?
He normally gets away from the barriers quite good, but he was a little bit tardy at Hawke's Bay. But I give him a couple of digs, and he got up on the bridle pretty quick. And as soon as I found my spot, he just dropped the bridle like a little professional. So I don't see him getting further distance to be a problem for him, because he's just got such a good racing attitude.
Is he a horse who is only just at the improving stage, Troy? Yeah,
for sure. Every time I've ridden him, he's found another length. Like his first trial I rode him, he was impressive. His second trial, he was even better. And then he missed that Tirapa, but I just put that down to the track. And then at Taranaki, he's brained them. And then I got back on him, and he's absolutely brained them again. So I think he's just getting better and better, and it's just scary to know how good he could be.
Yeah, he's a $4 favourite in the Group 1 2,000 guineas for November. But looking at today's race, you've drawn fairly kindly there. How do you see it sort of panning out tactically?
I'll just see how he gets away today. He was, as I said, he was a little bit tardy away at Hawke's Bay, but from the outside barrier I could sort of muster to get across. But I'll just see how, hopefully he gets away a bit better, and I could sort of be in the one back, one off spot ideally. But if I have to go forward, then he's got a lot of speed to get there. So,
is there a danger, Troy, or who's the horse to beat in your mind?
Well, ATL Lad he's performed, but his last few starts have been a bit off, so I can't really see anyone beating him in this race.
Like your confidence. What about going forward? Is he, the bookmakers have him at $4. Is that the right price, 2,000 guineas?
Oh, I'd be getting all over the $4 now, because I reckon he's only going to be shorter after today.
Yeah, I suggested that as well, and especially with your confidence as well. Let's take you back to the start of your day. You're aboard Sherwood Forest, and it's kind of against the flip side of the Catalyst situation, where you're riding against the $1.35 favourite. But your horse looks as though it's got plenty of promise, Troy.
Yeah, we've always thought a bit of this horse. His first trial was very impressive. He won that, and then he's a very big horse, so I think he's just a bit immature, and he's been gelded now. And his trial last month was ideally, like, he's just improved, been gelded, and I reckon there'll be a huge chance today. So if you want to back against the favourite, I'd be betting on him.
Yeah, it was a lovely trial, and you've gone through along the inside where it wasn't that flash at Titico that day, and he's done it effortlessly. Holy Mongol Emperor, you saw him at Hastings, he was flashing home. How do they match up in your mind?
Well, I can go forward on my horse. I don't know what Matt's going to do from 2, but his sort of racing pattern is get back and get home, but I don't know if they want to try and go forward on him or not. But if no one wants to lead, then I'd be more than happy to lead on my horse.
Yeah, good. Let's move you on to race 6, the sprint there with William Wattles. Just attacked the line last time out in open company, back to 82. I know he's got the 59.5 to carry, but 11 seems appealing. How are you rating the horse in this field, Troy?
Yeah, he attacked the line very nice last start. Maybe 2 might be a bit of a tricky draw from him because he gets back a little bit. But if he sort of can get away with them and be sort of midfield, I can see him really finishing over top of them.
Yeah, exactly. He's a horse with he's always shown a fair bit, but it looks as though he's got a few tricks, and that sort of, I guess, is the challenge that you have to embrace as a jockey.
Yeah, it'll be my first time riding him, so I'll be up for the challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're in terrific form, and I guess Ruakaka, going back to where it all began, all those your very first ride.
Yeah, I like coming back to Ruakaka. It means a lot to me. Got my first winner here, so it's always good to get back here, and they always turn on a good day.
Absolutely. Race 8, your last ride, Troy, on Duck Road, who's been to the trials leading into this and showed a bit of ability last preparation. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, his work's been good at the track. I've galloped him a couple of times at the track, and he's been working well enough. His form's pretty strong. Like, he's finished third in that special conditions $100,000 race at Taranaki behind Vigor Winner. He's only just got run down that last bit, so I think he'll be a big chance today from 3.
Yeah, exactly. Troy, while we have a look at Duck Road from last preparation, and obviously running third to Vigor Winner is a pretty good pointer to this. I just want to know a little bit about your story here, because we know the last couple of years it's been a bit of a struggle with weights, but you seem to be in a great spot now, and when you're riding a $1.50 favourite in a Group 3 feature, it seems like everything is starting to fall into place for you.
Yeah, I always struggle with my weight a little bit, so I'm keeping on top of it at the moment. So I had a good breakthrough winter. I think that really helped me and got my weight down, and it seems to be working out well. And I couldn't thank my manager, Dean Williams, more, getting me on these good horses. So he's a big help. Absolutely.
What are your aims through spring, Troy?
I sort of just want to ride right through spring and be competitive in all the big races and be out there riding in the big races.
Absolutely. Well, it looks as though you've got a decent boy now. The trick is finding the right girl. Have you got a 3-year-old filly for 1,000 guineas coming up?
Nah, not really. I'm riding Carly next Saturday, only because Leaf has to ride something else, but I'd say he'd be back on here after that. But have to keep an eye out for a filly.
No, the way you're riding, Troy, I'm sure the offers will come rolling in. Just the 4 rides today. Obviously, you've got Catalyst at 150. Outside him, who's the one you're most looking forward to riding?
Definitely Sherwood Forest in the first.